I think in general, kind of on a scale of not great to great, I'd give it a fair rating. I think it's good that we have increased the capacity for testing, especially rapid testing capacity. So some people can get back to work quicker if negative for COVID or self-isolate if sick. I know there were some bumps in the road when it came to increased unemployment, money rolling out, and massive claim filings, but I think we got that worked out. Now we're working on hospitalization and surge capacity. And I know locally we're a little bit low on ICU beds from what I saw in the report. I'll just say that I plan on walking my ballot to the drop box at the county elections office since I live in Great Falls. And I know a lot of people that will be doing the same. So there's also a website, which I think is great, where voters can check on their status of the ballot that they've turned in and whether or not the elections office has received it or not. So that's good to check. No, I've put a statement of my opposition to a statewide sales tax on every piece of campaign literature I've handed out. I've also voted against one while I was in the legislature before. And my motto is the price you see should be the price you pay. So two-part answer. Like many candidates, I'm going to defer to the voters on that through the ballot initiative that you've mentioned. I think if it does pass, we will have to make sure the rules around it are enforced and the funding from it is used for its intended purposes. I do believe there still will be a large unregulated market in marijuana for quite some time, even if it passes, because there's a 20% tax on its sale. So that's going to make it more expensive than what could be found on the street. So on the funding side, if and when it passes, I'd like to see the money from it allocated towards schools, which it's supposed to be, and then also law enforcement activities mainly. Two things. First is property taxes, and sometimes what people feel are arbitrary appraisals. I've heard about property taxes going up too quickly to be able to absorb in household budgets, especially those on fixed income like Social Security and retirement. Besides property taxes, I've heard about crime rates and jail overcrowding. The problem has kind of become a revolving door in the criminal justice system, where many of the same people are in and out of jail and sometimes on very serious charges. So my number one priority is to work with law enforcement and county prosecutors on what they want implemented to change all of that. I think part of this experience, I've been there. I know a lot of the people that are currently representatives and will be representatives. I think that I'm very analytical, so especially when it comes to financial and budget type topics, that's my expertise really. And I've served on committees during the legislature and then interim committees that study future policy and bills. So I think that makes me a good candidate for this position.